move on and bring you everything that you should track from an India market standpoint. How do all of these global cues really impact us and the stocks to keep on your radar? Today we have Rima, Mangalam, Hormaz all here with the trade setup. Guys, a very good morning to all of you. Rima, let me come to you first. It looks like a very flat start, but take us through what we should track.
Well, indeed, even yesterday was flat, a session of consolidation for the frontline indices. The Nifty gave up 0.2%. The Sensex was down 168 points. The Nifty Bank saw some profit booking as it ended lower by 275 points. But the party in the mid-caps continued, with the mid-cap index inching higher and closing up with a gain of about 0.2% and a positive advanced decline ratio. Global markets, you spoke about the Nasdaq rallying 0.6%, rallying for the 8th straight session in a low, and the S&P 500, after the gain of about 0.5% yesterday, is about 1.17% away from its life high close. The cue to watch today will be Brent crude prices. We have seen an overnight surge in crude prices, and now Brent is above $78 per barrel after militants attacked vessels in Red Sea, causing rerouting and concerns about supply disruption. We also have the financial Nifty expiry today. 3 new IPOs open. One is Happy Forging, looking to raise about a little more than 1,000 crore rupees. Credo Bank, Mufti Menswear, RBZ Jewelers. The FIs yesterday sold 33 crore in the cash markets, according to the provisional figures, while the DIIs net bought 414 crore in equities. Back to you.
Okay, Rima, thanks a lot for laying out all of those cues for us. But let's also talk about the individual names that we should have on our radar today. Hormaz is here with that entire list. Hormaz, what are you looking at?
Well, starting off with Vedanta, and there is always news flow related to that, and it's declared a second interim dividend worth 11 rupees. The record date has been set as the 27th of December, and the board will also be meeting today to consider a fundraising issue as well. Apollo Tyres, where sources are telling CNBC-TV18 that White Iris Investments, which is a Warburg Pincus affiliate, will likely to sell a 3% stake with an option to upsize as well via block deal. The floor price of 440 rupees is a 2% discount to Monday's closing price, and there will be also a 90-day lock-in period post this transaction. Sun Pharma has acquired a 16.7% stake in Lindra Therapeutics for $30 million, and this acquisition is likely to be completed by the end of this month. Devyani International has forayed into the Thailand QSR market with the acquisition of 274 KFC restaurants there. A couple of QIPs that were launched. KPI Green first, they launched a QIP with a floor price of 1,245 rupees, which is a 9.1% discount to Monday's close, and the board will meet on the 21st of December to determine its issue price. Chinese Tech also launched a QIP where the floor price of 2,449 is a 6% discount to Monday's closing price, and the board will meet on the 21st as well to determine the issue price as well. IDFC First Bank has received the RBI approval for its merger with IDFC. JTL Industries, the board has approved the issue of 3 crore preferential shares worth 810 crore rupees. The board has also approved raising 500 crore rupees via a QIP, and these funds will be used to invest in its wholly owned subsidiary and to set up a unit in Maharashtra. And lastly, All Cargo Gati's board will meet on the 21st to consider a fundraising proposal. Back to you.
Okay, Hormaz, thanks a lot for taking us through that entire list of stocks. Let's also talk about how things are looking on the futures end. Mangalam is here with all of that. Mangalam.
Well, yesterday was a pause for breath for our market, so the Nifty was, marginally flat or marginally lower, if you must, and it was lower by the Nifty Bank itself. We saw some profit taking after a big rally. No problems with the broader markets; they outperformed, and also what was holding Nifty's one end was Reliance, which actually did well in yesterday's trading session. So by virtue of its weight, it was supporting the Nifty itself. In terms of cash market flows, we are in that period where, the institutional flows will start thinning out as we move towards the year end. And FII sold about 33 odd crores. What was interesting was in index futures. The FIIs, they bought a total of 16.5 crores. The Nifty Bank was an underperformer, but the data suggests that even in that fall, they bought a lot more in the Nifty Bank. So that's telling you that it is the Nifty Bank which will be in focus, not only in today's trading session, but going forward as well, as its underperformance has waned. So FII buying has still remained intact in the Nifty Bank itself, despite the underperformance of the Nifty Bank. They bought the dip there. It's Nifty Financial Services expiry today, and ahead of that, the FIs have written more calls and covered some puts. So on the way up, we may see some congestion. Just keep an eye out on a couple of levels. On the way up, Nifty 21,500 to 21,600 may be a bit of a congestion zone, because we've seen some call writing at 21,500 and 21,450. But that does not mean there is any less support. At the lower levels, 21,400 would stand as a strong support because of the put writing that we've seen at that level itself. For the Nifty Financial Services, It's likely to be meandering between 21,400 and 21,500. Those are the options most active. It's absolutely in the middle of that range itself. Finally, just keep an eye out on a stock. We have IRCTC. It's seen a lot of long positions being added.
Okay, Mangalam, thanks a lot for taking us through all of that. That is the trade setup as we see it this morning. With that, we're going to get into our first break on the show. But when we return, remember we told you Go First received interest from 3 suitors, including SpiceJet. But is SpiceJet even in a position to be making investments right now? We're going to get you that quick check when we come back.